My name is Joy Gillard and I'm a triple diamond with It Works Global. And today is Monday, which most of you are probably on your way to work and irritated with the day or frustrated that it's Monday or sad that you had to leave your kiddos at daycare or school and you can't be home with them today. You have to go to work. I woke up this morning just completely like I had to do a double take, and I think that I get so caught up with just being a busy mom and having things to do that every once in a while I kind of forget what that feeling is like that stomach ache, like, oh, I've got to go to work today. So I wanted to share with you guys this amazing opportunity that has completely changed my life. And for those of you on Facebook who knew me even just a year ago, you could see a lot of things that I was going through in my marriage and with my kids and job loss and the economy and having to move a lot and just, you know, really frustrating things that nobody ever expects to happen, but they happen. And that's just life. So a couple years ago, my family started to slowly kind of move away, and so that like local support started to dwindle down because they don't live close to me anymore. And then for a little while, I was a single mom, and I was super pregnant with my fourth son. I worked at my local Red Robin, and I also worked at a car dealership in Linwood. So I was super busy, super stressed out. I didn't really have a lot of, any close friends that would just jump at the drop of a hat to help me out. I had a couple, and they seriously carried me through some of my hardest times, just emotionally and physically, with working so much. But I didn't have, my mom nearby or anything like that where I could be like, hey, can you take the baby for the night? I need to sleep or whatever. So long story short, I found myself working anywhere from 5 to 6 days a week, multiple double shifts. And I would work 40 hours in 3 days at the car dealership. We did 3 10s, but it ended up being more than that with like drive time and stuff. So I was getting up about 3:30 in the morning to get ready for my day. And so Mondays I definitely dreaded for sure. And by the time I get home with traffic and get my kids from daycare and actually get home, it was like 8:30. So we would just frantically do homework and eat super bad food and then just go to bed because I was too exhausted to even cook. So I was slowly losing my sparkle. And for those of you who know me, I've always just really loved life. I love cooking. I love gardening. I love the outdoors. I love animals. I love my kids. I love to just do fun things and enjoy my life. And I love the Lord. And I was slowly getting just dead, just spiritually and emotionally dead. And that's a scary place to be. And a lot of people probably didn't see it because I have to be all happy and everything for work and things like that. Because I served all the days that I wasn't at the dealership, I was serving at the restaurant. Most of those shifts were double shifts, so my kids were still in daycare. And it was so hard on me to go into work and have to be all upbeat and talk to everybody. But sometimes doing those things is what like literally got me through my week, because I would go in and there would be, other pumped up coworkers and stuff like that. And so I would just wait tables and serve burgers and fries till, 11 o'clock midnight. Go home with my super pregnant belly. My kids would either already be in bed, or I would go get them from daycare and they were asleep on daycare mats, and I had to pick them up at 11:30 midnight every single night, and bring them home. I remember every single weekend, people would invite me to come over just because they knew I was stressed out, to watch like a Seahawk game or something. And I always had to say no because I was either working, or if I randomly did get a day off, my kids were usually sick because we were just exhausted, or I was sick. So anytime that I wanted time with my kids, I usually didn't get it, or I'd have to pay a coworker or beg a coworker to take a shift so that I could have a day off. So I was anything but thriving. I was anything but happy. I was surviving. I was in survival mode. And so during this time, of hardship. I mean, again, I was super pregnant with my fourth son, my fourth baby. And what ended up happening was I was in the break room at work, and I remember scrolling on my Facebook. I had about 5 minutes in between tables to just scarf down some cold fries. We didn't really get breaks at my work. And so I just remember being super pregnant. It was like 10 o'clock at night and we were about to close, and I was just exhausted, scarfing down these cold fries. I don't even think that they were my fries. I can't even remember. But I remember specifically doing that and then looking at my phone just to kind of space out and have a hot second to breathe, and then go back out on the floor again and finish closing. And I saw this girl on my Facebook, and she was posting about these wraps. And I'm not one of those people where like I didn't believe that they worked, because I had seen multiple results from other friends that they did work. And I had tried one a really long time ago, and I saw like a little bit of a result, but I found out later, now that I'm a distributor, that I wasn't doing it right. So I wasn't like being all skeptical, but one thing I noticed was that she was standing next to a car, and her car was brand new, and she was talking about how her boyfriend just quit his job, and they were younger than I am, and them and their 3 kids were going to be a stay-at-home family, and they just bought this new car. And I remember just looking at it, and my van needed tons of repairs, and thinking, oh my gosh, like I want to be able to have a working car. Like that's all I was even thinking about. I wasn't even, I was kind of that person that was like, oh yeah, right, there's no way you could only support yourself off of this. And so I kind of ignored it, and then I went on to watch for months. And one time she posted that they were doing a park day, and they were just getting food and going park to park to park to have fun. And it was all, hot outside and everything. And I was like, I want to be at the park with my babies, and I'm in this, in this dirty restaurant, and I'm exhausted. Another thing I kept thinking of was that I didn't have any maternity leave. I didn't have anything saved up. I could barely afford my bills. And so, I had like a little bit saved up, like a couple $100s, I think. And, I never could take my kids out to eat. We couldn't go to the children's museum if we wanted to. We couldn't go see movies, which is fine. Like that's not a bad thing. But I just never got to enjoy that like my friends did. And I think that us as women especially, like we can get really insecure, and we can see our friends with these like Pinterest houses, and their husbands work and they just get to stay at home, and they go to all the women's Bible studies, and they go to all these things with a smile on their face, but you don't know their story. Like they could be super missing their husband, or maybe they're so tight just to be able to do those things that they're not even enjoying those things anymore. But I had gotten into this place where I was just bitter, and I didn't even want to go to church anymore. I didn't want to go be around those people, and it makes me cry that I ever had those thoughts where I wasn't wanting to surround myself with those positive people anymore, because I just thought that I could never be like that. And I was so burnt out emotionally, that I never thought I was ever going to get out of that rat race. And I remember getting a PUD shut-off notice, and it was in September. It was September 24th. I got the date printed on this necklace so that I never forget where I came from. And I got a shut-off notice, and I messaged that girl on Facebook, and I said, I sold a bunch of baby clothes on a buy-sell trade site, and I want to sign up. And I said, but I'm really scared because I should be using this money to pay my PUD. And I borrowed the PUD money from my mom. Sorry, Mom. I don't think I've ever told her that. And my upline was like, if you listen to me, I will walk you through it and you will be okay, but you're going to have to work really hard. I said, okay. And it was 2 days before I was supposed to stop working to go birth my son. And then 4 days after that, I had Luke, and he came really, really fast. And when he was ready, he was ready. And then I recovered for a couple weeks, and I remember her sending me a message to check on me and just being like, hey, you know, don't forget we got to work really hard, and you have a shopping spree on the line. And I was like, what? Like, I don't care. I'm trying to take care of my baby, right? But she was like, you know, you have about a week to get 4 customers and you get a bunch of free product. And I just wanted that free product because I wanted to help shrink my tummy. And I still had not used the wraps. So I didn't really know what I was doing, is the point. Is I just joined. I had no idea. No one made a video like this. No one told me anything. I didn't know any stories. I didn't know the compensation plan. I didn't know what they had to offer. I didn't even know that they were a Christian-based company, and they are. Our company like fully supports the Dave Ramsey and Financial Peace University, and kind of teams up with them and recommends using them, and we get the ability to have access to some of those resources too. And our company is a debt-free company. I didn't even know any of those positive things. All I knew was I was scared, and I knew I had no savings, and I needed to do something. Even if it was only $100 a month, that could mean gas in my car to take my kids to school. My plan at the time was to work really hard just to have 3 extra weeks with my son. That's all I wanted. And I was looking at not even a month of being able to stay home after having my 4th baby, and putting them all back in daycare, including the new baby, and just going right back to the grind. And so I was really alone and really sad, and I was always that person that if someone needed something, I was there. I didn't care how tired I was. I didn't care how broke I was. If somebody needed a meal, I was going to do it. If someone needed a babysitter, I was going to watch them. If someone needed a ride, I was going to give them a ride. If someone needed a shift covered, I was going to do it, because I knew what it was like to not have help. And I didn't have plans with the business at all. Again, I didn't even know what we had to offer other than how amazing the products were. I just wanted that darn shopping spree. And so I got to work, and I sat there on my phone nursing my new baby, and I got a couple customers, and I earned my shopping spree, and I was so excited. I got a $120 shopping spree and 2 boxes of wraps, and I was just ready to go. I was like, all right, I got all this product. Now what? Like, I don't know what to do. And then my upline started telling me about ranks in the company, and how if you hit the rank of Ruby, you can make $600 a month. And I remember it was November last year. I just realized it's November right now. I wasn't even planning that. And I just remember going, okay, I gotta hit this. I gotta hit Ruby, because I've just got to. Like, I want to have some presents for my kids, and I want to be able to stay home a couple weeks longer. And I was just getting sadder and sadder by the day that I wasn't going to have any time with my son. So I pushed really hard, and gathered a team and some friends that wanted to sell with me. And we were rocking our social media, and we got, I hit the rank of Ruby, and a friend of mine went executive. Executives average $300 a month, and Ruby's average $600. And I remember getting that along with about $500 or $600 in bonuses. And that month I made $1,300 between selling some product offhand as Christmas gifts to people, and hitting that rank, and my shopping spree, and a couple other things. I made $1,300, and it was life-changing. I don't think I even made $1,300 ever on a month at Red Robin. I think one time I did, but that was like a crazy month where I literally never stopped working. And I was doing this about an hour and a half a day on my phone, and that was it. And it's like this cloud just got lifted off of me, and it was like God was like, you got to do this. Like, the opportunity is huge, and you've just got to do it. And so I went all in, and I got on YouTube, and I didn't really know what to do. I didn't really have like super thorough deep training. And so I just got on YouTube and started searching, and found a bunch of really awesome videos, and watched them, and decided to be a sponge. And I sat at the rank of Ruby for 4 more months, which is, you know, in the It Works world, kind of, it felt like forever. And I had to keep telling myself, it's only been 4 months, Joy, calm down. And I was still working part-time. I had to go back part-time. And then I went to a conference in Florida. And that was crazy because I had never really flown before. I had flown like I think once ever. And it was really hard on me emotionally leaving my 11-week-old baby at home, but I really felt like God told me to go. And so I sold my KitchenAid mixer, and I sold gosh, I sold clothes and purses, and I sold bookshelves, and I sold my coffee table, and like just crazy stuff, because I knew that if I could just get around these people that had this passion and this excitement, and I saw these stories of these people making like $30,000 a month, I just knew that if I could hit my business up from every end and get trained and inspired and have that vision cast over me, that I would be able to buy whatever the heck I wanted. And so it wouldn't matter that I was selling these things to get to that conference. So I sold them, got my plane ticket. I went to conference with my EBT card, and I would walk to the little grocery store or bum a ride from a girl that I was staying with that I didn't even know. I found a team to stay with in Florida that I didn't even know, and buy groceries while everybody else went out and had dinner and drinks and parties and stuff. And I would just eat from there because I just didn't have the money to go. And so I had to make it work. But I knew if I made it work, I could learn, and I would survive because I've always survived, and that I would have an amazing breakthrough. And I cannot even tell you what happened at that conference. They had a worship leader come out. I think his name was like Matt Redman. And they did a worship service the night before. And I didn't even realize that we were a Christian company until conference. Um, like I literally joined and I just didn't know what I was doing. And again, I wasn't like all in for the business in the beginning. And I saw these people worshiping from all over the world, and I mean, talking about how they wanted to give their life to God and how they were putting God first in their business. And I realized that I had not been putting God first in a long time. Not that I didn't believe in God, but that I was just living in fear and just living in stress, and I wasn't thriving at all. Um, and I left that conference a changed person, and I got a vision, and I God spoke to me to go as far as I could with this, and I still don't understand it. Why? There's weeks and months go by where I'm like, why am I doing this? Like, why am I working from my cell phone? You know, we're taught from a young age to just go to work 9 to 5, Monday through Friday, and everything's going to be okay. But in reality, most of those people going to school and stuff, I'm not saying don't go to school, but they are getting I went to nursing school and got in so much debt, never even finished, still paying on those, and most of those are in collections. And never even got my degree. I have friends that went to college that are still paying on loans, and they still haven't even found a job. So it works as an opportunity where even when you're learning and when you're at the very beginning of your business, you can make money right off the bat. Even when you're still in the learning phases, even when you're still training, you can make money right away. And so that was it. I had to make money right away. And so I learned every single possible way possible with this company to make money. And I've always utilized every single way, every angle that I could. We offer 5 different ways to make money. And that was huge for me. You know, your job doesn't do that. It's either people come in and tip you good or they don't. And with this, it's like what you put in, you get out of it, and you can constantly give yourself a raise. To this day, I still only work maybe 3 hours a day. Sometimes I work more, and that's because I want to. I'm obsessed with this company. It is fun. It is so fun. I've met some of my best friends. Just to kind of quickly go over the rest of this last year, 2 months after I went to conference, I hit the rank of diamond, which is a $2,000 a month paycheck. And I also earned a $20,000 get out of debt bonus. The company is a debt-free company, and they want to bless their distributors and give families what they need. And oh, my phone was being weird. But they want to bless their distributors and give them what they need, and that's money. That's what families need. They don't need extra product and cars and trips and things like that. They need cash. They need to be able to support their family with what they need, and they need money. So the products are a great tool for us to be able to do that. And the company has truly worked really hard to get to a place where they can bless their distributors with those bonuses. So I earned the $20,000 get out of debt bonus. And then 2 months after that, I hit the rank of double diamond, and then I was averaging about $6,000 a month. I quit my jobs, and I earned another $15,000 in get out of debt bonuses. So I've earned $35,000 this year just in the get out of debt bonuses. And then I sat at Double Diamond for about 4 months and made some amazing friends and built a really strong team. We started doing weekly trainings here in Marysville at the Living Room Coffee House. You guys are welcome to come anytime you want to. We have switched it to every other Tuesday, so starting tomorrow is at 6 p.m. at the Coffee House in Marysville by the Marysville Safeway. And you guys can come out and hear what it's about and get some training if you want to join our team. Try products if you want to. So we started doing that, partnered with them and started renting out their back room and teaching there. So I started doing that, and then worked really hard all this summer long of 2015 and hit the rank of triple diamond at the end of summer. And that was mind blowing. There wasn't a get out of debt bonus with that one, but my check went up significantly. And I was averaging well over $10,000 a month. I'm currently at the rank of triple diamond right now. I'm working really hard on presidential diamond. Presidential diamonds average about $16,000, $17,000 a month. My goal is to get there and help my mama and help her and help my family and build a house. My dad is an architect, and I want him to help me design a house, and I want to build it and live in it. And that's my plan right now. So during this time also, my husband and I figured our crap out, and he was able to quit his job too. And so that was mind blowing, seeing him be able to retire at the age of 32. So this company, you guys, is phenomenal. I have no other words. They're debt-free company. They want you to be debt-free too. They literally give us so many tools to utilize to work our businesses, but still be with our families. You have to remember that I was still working a lot the whole time I started out. This is a business that you don't have to quit your job. You don't have to be a stay-at-home family if you don't want to. You don't have to go really high up if you don't want to. I know for me, like I started out just wanting free product because they offer you a shopping spree the first month. And then after that, I was like, oh, I want 500. And then after that, I was like, I want 1,000. And it just kind of kept going. And now I'm like, well, heck, sky's the limit, right? I'm never going back to work. This is all I'm going to do. I never thought I would just be a rap girl the rest of my life, but it's not about that. This is network marketing, and the way that the world is making money is changing. The way that the world sees money is changing, and I'm just glad that I know it now. And I want everyone to be able to feel this. I have people on my team that have quit their jobs. I have a stay-at-home family on my team. I have a single dad on my team who has been able to quit his job at Boeing and just take care of his family with this job. I've met people I never would have met if it wasn't for this company. I have made some of my absolute best friends, the kind of friends that don't care how messy your house is or what your day is like, or even if you talk to them for 2 weeks, like they'll just come hang out with you and just be there for you and cook with you and help you with your kids, and really, really good, legit friends. It's amazing when you're around like-minded people, how it impacts your life in a positive way. I am a different person. I wake up every single day jumping out of my bed, wondering who else I can share this with. I wake up every single day just wanting to message my team and be like, rise and grind, guys, let's do this. Every single day is something new. Every single day is vision and purpose. I get to stay up late if I want to. I get to get up early, sleep in if I want to. The best part has been able to raise my son. I've never been able to stay at home like this with a baby from start to finish. He just turned 1, and being able to have a whole year at home with him and realizing that this is just the beginning. I was able to do this in 1 year. I've paid off over $20,000 in debt. I've bought a brand new 2015 Ford Flex with a huge down payment. The things I've been able to do, I've traveled more than I've ever traveled in my life just in the last year. We've earned an all-exclusive all-inclusive trip to the Caribbean on the first ever It Works cruise. And that wasn't something that I was working really hard to earn. They just give it to you just to bless you, just for following our simple steps to success. This is the simplest business ever. You don't have to work it through social media. I choose to do it like that because I need to work from home. We don't have inventory, we don't have quotas, we don't have anything that you have to really put into it necessarily. There is a website fee, but it makes it amazing because then I don't have to go to the post office or have to deal with mailing out anything. The website just takes care of it. So I can make a whole other video about how we work our business. If you're interested, I would love to chat with you. But just know that I've been able to accomplish this in a year, and I will never forget. I'll never forget the day I joined and where I've come from and all that this opportunity is doing for me and my team. The lives that I've seen changed is just amazing. Like, you hear it on stories, but I'm seeing it real life in front of me. These people that I never would have met if it wasn't for this business, and their lives are changing financially and emotionally. And we've had people on our team get saved. We've had multiple people on our team get inspired to start going back to church again, myself included. We are stronger than we've ever been, and we are just ready to dominate and have an amazing end of 2015 and kick butt in 2016. I'm so excited for what's happening on our team and everybody, and just that there's hundreds, I have hundreds and hundreds of distributors on my team now, and seeing that that happened in a year, and that because of my one decision to join, hundreds and hundreds of people are having energy and sleep, and their depression is lifted, and their anxiety is lifted, and their stress is gone from our products. And I mean, all of our products are all natural and plant-based. It's as good as it gets, you guys, and they're affordable too. So people that couldn't ever afford to lose weight are being able to now. Just, I could go on and on and on, but I just want you guys to be able to experience this. This is something that, you know, there's no penalties for quitting if you decide that it's not for you, but I want to show you what this is like, and I guarantee you, you're not going to want to quit. Once you jump in, you're not going to want to look back. And so if that's you, if you're watching this and you are a mama and you're stressed out, or a dad, or just even just a young person, we have younger people on our team kicking butt, and they want to prepare for their future now, or you have debt that you want to pay off, reach out to me, message me. If you need to Facebook message me, send me a request, whatever you need to do, but I would love to help you. We also have a one-time $500 bonus right now, so anybody who joins in the month of November gets a $500 bonus when they hit the rank of Ruby. That is something that wasn't even offered when I joined, so I know how much $500 can do for most families, especially during the holidays or after the holidays. So if you've been looking for something, Dave Ramsey, he runs Financial Peace University. He says the worst thing you can do is go get a second job to supplement income. The best thing you can do is start a home-based business. We're not a party-based business, but we love to party, which means we have a lot of fun in our business. But this isn't something that you have to be gone every night doing parties, unless you want to. I do about 1 or 2 parties a month just because I feel like it. But we don't have a hostess program or anything like that. You don't have to get the inventory and then try to sell it off. We don't change with the season, with our catalogs, anything like that. So it's literally $99. You join and you get product in your kit. So it's the same as buying product for yourself, but you have a license to sell. And after that, we're going to kick some booty and get you a $500 bonus, and you can keep going from there, or you can stay at Ruby making about $600 a month if you want to. Whatever your goals are, I don't care if you want to make $100 a month or if you want to go all the way to the top with me. It doesn't matter. I'm here to coach you. I'm here to run with you. I've probably made every mistake possible in this business and learned how to overcome them. And I'm really, really proud of what I've accomplished in this last year as a triple diamond leader with It Works Global, and I am ready to show you the good life. So if that's you, reach out to me and let's change your life.